Welcome back to the NewsHub here at WSJLive. I'm Simon Constable. What is the future of space exploration? Let's ask an expert who's been pondering just that question. It's Professor at the School of Earth and Space Exploration at Arizona State University, Jim Bell. He's also author of the book here called The Space Book. He's on the set now. Thanks for being here, sir.
Thanks,
Congratulations on your book.
Thank you.
The subtitle here is From the Beginning to the End of Time, 250 Milestones of Space, of History in Space and Astronomy.
Yeah.
Great, lots of great photos.
Pretty limited topic, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, like everything in the entire world. Let's look forward though, because you don't end with 2013. Like you got 2015.
Yeah.
Let's look forward. Pluto revealed is the 2015 one, and
yeah.
what else? What other things are
so
you looking forward to?
NASA has a mission that's going to fly by the last of the famous planets, or used to be planets in the case of Pluto, in 2015. And then there's going to be a big solar eclipse in 2017. It'll go right across the country from Oregon to South Carolina. So that'll be a big sort of astronomical
And that's
festival.
one of the ones you're not supposed to look at directly. You're supposed to just have it as through a hole and
or amateur astronomers across the country. I'm sure will get everybody together to look at it in a variety of ways. It'll be a lot of fun. And then we go into the deep future in this book too, and talk about
of all the things that in the deep future, what excites you most?
What excites me the most?
Yeah.
Well, I think eventually the way that stars evolve, our sun is going to get larger and larger and engulf all the inner planets, including the Earth. So that tells me we have to get off this planet. We just have to get off this planet. Not too soon, but eventually we do.
Not before you retire, though. I should point out, before we get to the next question, you have an asteroid named after you in the asteroid belt, so congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's something everyone can aspire to. Mars and colonizing Mars, how soon? Is it, 10 years, 20 years?
Well, that's a great question. If the nation were to set its mind to it like the nation did in the early 60s, to go to the moon within a decade or so, I think we could do it technologically. It's a difficult time, financially, to come up with the funding for that. But I think there are a couple of technological hurdles to get over, and then we need the national will to do it, right? Well, other nations, the Europeans, the Russians, the Chinese, they're heading in that direction. I think America needs to do it too, but we're probably 20, 30 years at least away from that.
One of the questions I always have with Mars is that when you're on a different planet, that the gravity is unlikely to be identical to here, and that's got to affect things like bone growth and things like that. So if the gravity isn't identical on Mars, does that shorten your life, lengthen it? What does it do?
Well, it's certainly going to change people who move there, who colonize there, who have children there eventually. Not only the gravity, but there's a lot of radiation in that environment, which is harmful to us. We're built for this planet, right? This is where our species
we do appear
lives.
to be.
We do appear to be. And so eventually the Martian colonists will become the Martians, and they'll be built for that planet too, with lower gravity.
They might even look different now. And a great place if you like a red color scheme for pretty much everything.
That's right.
Okay, asteroid mining. We keep hearing about this. Is that nickel and the platinum group metals? They come from asteroids. What if we can we do that? Can we send something out there? Miners with pickaxes to do that?
We could. I think we'll start it robotically. Like the Mars rovers or the Cassini mission around Saturn, NASA will send some robotic missions to study asteroids up close, to figure out what they really are made of.
Yeah.
Are there really precious metals and other resources that we can extract? Water, which is a precious resource in outer space as well for astronauts in the future. So I think these projects will start with robotics, and then it'll be a way, I think, to bring the robotic and the human space community, the astronaut corps, into this project together, eventually by exploring asteroids up close.
NASA really was the business when it came to space exploration in the 60s and 70s. I remember, always being very excited when we got announcements. And really the last 20, 25 years, it's not really been an exciting place for an outside observer to watch. Where are the most exciting things going to be in space exploration now? Are they going to be the private sector? Are they going to be in China and Russia?
Well, so a couple of things. One is, the excitement within NASA has been a lot of the robotic programs, the Mars rovers, for example, hugely popular on the internet and elsewhere. And as the human program is sort of evolving and coming up with new destinations, I think we'll get the astronaut corps at NASA interested to the general public again like it used to be. But you mentioned privatization and commercial entities. I think space tourism, possibly mining or other natural resources, construction, lunar bases, Mars bases.
Richard Branson trying to get into this business.
That's right.
And
That's
he's
right.
an accomplished man.
That's right. And so I think that is part of the future, is the sort of economic and business side of exploration. And I personally think, probably before my time is done, I may be able to take a weekend on the moon, maybe the Hilton or Sheraton. I'll have to decide, but
I love it.
I think it's coming.
Jim Bell, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much,
Simon.
author of this book and professor of space and other things at Arizona State University.